So today I'm doing a persuasive speech for my speech class, and it's called Why Adopting a Pet is Better. So today I'll discuss adoption, just pet adoption. But so there's a lot of animals that need homes and shelters, and they need to be taken away from abusers and places that like to fight their animals. These animals sit in shelters for months, and eventually they either get adopted out or they get euthanized because they've been sent for so long, or because they're old and people think that they don't want the senior animals. So adoption may not be for everyone, but on a high note, you can save an animal's life, fight against puppy mills, and put away the abusers. So the Humane Society says each year it's estimated that more than 1 million adoptable dogs and cats are euthanized in the U.S. simply because too many pets come into shelters and too few people consider adoption when looking for a pet. This comes from the Emmett County Animal Shelter.org. It says, adopting rather than shopping for your next pet will help you to reduce the number of animals euthanized. Adopting a pet actually saves 2 lives as you free up space for another animal to move in, and you're taking one home. And so basically it says whenever you adopt an animal, you free up the shelter space for the animal, or you're freeing up multiple spaces depending on how many animals you adopt, and you're taking the animal home to give it a loving home, and hopefully you keep the animal. So this is comes from the Humane Society as well. Mother dogs spend their entire lives in cramped cages with little to no personal attention. When the mother and father dog can no longer breed, they are abandoned or killed. Due to poor sanitation and lack of preventative vet care, the puppies from the puppy mills frequently suffer from a variety of health issues, creating heartbreaking challenges for families who should be enjoying the delights of adopting a new family member. And I have a video clip here I'm going to show you guys.
Would want for a dog. Because the goal at a puppy mill is to make a profit, mill owners must cut corners in order to keep expenses low and profits high. So staffing, quality of care and nourishment, veterinary attention, and human contact all tend to be minimal, and dogs are routinely overbred and inbred in order to maximize the investment. For the unsuspecting consumer, this frequently results in the purchase of a pet facing an array of immediate veterinary problems or harboring genetic diseases that surface down the line, well after the store's warranty or state lemon law is no longer applicable, provided the particular state has such a law.
Alright. So they're talking about in this video how puppy mills work. So basically anytime you buy a pet from a pet store or from somebody online, it more than likely comes from a puppy mill. So these animals live in cages that are 6 inches wide on each side of the animal. So they get 6 inches from the front to the back and 6 inches on each side. And there's multiple dogs in these cages, not just one. There's like at least 10 to 20 puppies in a cage. In a cage that's probably you could fit a large sized dog in. One dog. Versus all these little puppies that live in one crate. This comes from bestfriends.org. So many people don't realize that when they buy dogs from pet stores or the internet that they come from a puppy mill, or they call it a factory farm for dogs. And like I said, they live in the little small cages, and female dogs are bred till they basically die and they're not able to breed anymore. And male dogs, they breed till they cannot breed anymore. And after that, they're either dropped off somewhere, killed, or put in a shelter. And they're euthanized in shelters because nobody wants them. This comes from that ASPCA. To commercial breeder, the profits are in the puppies. No effort is made to find homes for adult dogs who can no longer breed. When their bodies are so depleted or sick that they can no longer produce puppies, they're often abandoned or killed. And this comes from the American Humane Dog Org. Owners often neglect their pets because they don't understand their pets' needs. Humane officers help by explaining how to correctly care for the pet, but some owners neglect their animals because they just don't care. When confronted by humane officers, these owners may decide to give up the animal instead of being bothered with properly caring for the animal. If the pet is seriously unhealthy or obviously abused, the humane officer may take him or her into protective care during the investigation. If the charges are brought against the owner, you can offer to testify or sign a complaint. In the care of violent abuse, witnesses are rare, so if you may be the only person who can testify about the incident. So basically, it's kind of like a child services situation. So whoever calls has to give a statement that they saw the abuse or that they see the neglect of the animal. So if you see somebody's dog tied up in their backyard and its bones are showing, or if you see a cat, and their bones are showing, you should probably call somebody, and those numbers are easy to find online. Or you can call the animal control people, and they will also come investigate it. Donald Trump just signed a bill. It's called the PACT, or Prevent Animal Cruelty and Torture Act. And this bans the intentional crushing, burning, drowning, suffocating, impalement, or other serious harm to living non-human mammals, birds, reptiles, or amphibians. The law also bans animal crushing videos, meaning any photograph, motion picture film, or video or digital recording on electronic image that depicts animal cruelty. So those videos you see on Facebook of people fighting their dogs, or somebody shot a dog in a video. It's illegal. It's a felony. You will go to jail. End of story. It happens and it sucks. So, but they also have on social media where you have you can report it, and they will find where the source came from and take care of it from there. So today I hope I have opened your eyes and let you see what adoption can do for an animal. Puppy mills are a real thing, and they aren't just going to disappear overnight. We must stop these people and places from harming these poor animals that did not deserve any of it. You can help an animal in need by making sure that they are being properly cared for, and if you don't think what the owner is doing is okay, call someone and it will get sorted out. Finally, and most importantly, don't forget, just one adoption makes one room for another animal in a shelter, so you can save multiple lives at once. Thank you.